So we're here at Women at Woodstock West 2013 in Berkeley, and I have with me today Beth Greer, a really interesting woman who's come to Women at Woodstock to share her expertise with all of us here about the environment and about things that we might not think about when it comes to the environment and what we do that contributes to our own environment. So thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. It's been fantastic.
And tell me a little bit about what it is you do. I know you've written a book and you have a title. I like your title.
Oh, my title that I write under is Supernatural Mom.
Yes.
The book is called Supernatural Home. Improve your health, home, and planet one room at a time. And I take you through each of the rooms from what goes in us, on us, and surrounds us. It was endorsed by Deepak Chopra and Ralph Nader, John Gray. Yeah. And it's really about the home environment, because I think what people don't understand or realize is that everything that we eat, put on our skin, and clean our homes with has a huge impact on our health and well-being.
Absolutely, and I resonate with you because, you know, I used to practice environmental law,
Right.
And I'm one of those weird people who I don't use perfume and you know, all kinds of things that just, I'm so aware that you're putting things into the atmosphere, but I didn't realize until recently that, isn't it true that in a home the air is often more polluted than it is outside?
Absolutely. It can be up to 10 times as polluted, even if you live in a city like New York or LA, because of all of the off-gassing from our furniture and that in particular. New carpet smell.
Mm-hmm. It's not a good smell, right?
No,
it's a bad thing.
Exactly.
Paint.
So it's really important to open your windows. I mean, people use artificial scents and fragrances and scented candles, and that can really cause chronic cough, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have headaches and not realize that it could just be a simple thing as just switching out to natural candles rather than using scented candles.
Yeah, exactly. So have you always been writing about this and involved in it, or is there some reason how you got into this?
Yeah, no, about 11 years ago, before my 50th birthday. I'm 61 now.
You are not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought I was leading a healthy lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And I was eating well, I was exercising, meditating even, watching my weight, didn't smoke. And so it came as a complete shock to discover I had a giant tumor in my chest. It was benign, but 3 top surgeons wanted to remove it. They couldn't agree on where to cut me to get it out. Oh. And I just decided to take charge of my own health. And I thought, okay, what can I do? What can I do to simplify what I'm doing? And I realized, you know, I looked at what I was eating first, because our food, it's such an intimate relationship with it, and we have the most control over it. And I realized that I was eating processed food. And, you know, if you look at the package of crackers and cookies and all that, it can be a paragraph worth of ingredients in there. And so I decided to eat food without any product labels whatsoever. And you know what? In just 3 days, I noticed the pain started going away. And I thought, hey,
from the food?
From the food. I went on a cleanse, you know, raw vegetable juices. And anyway, 3 days, I said, I'm onto something here. And I continued with that diet. And then I looked at what I was putting on my skin, because our skin is not the barrier that we think it is. It allows in microscopic chemicals. I looked at my deodorant. Have you looked at your deodorant or shampoo lately? This many ingredients on it.
What is it in deodorant that you're supposed to avoid? Aluminum or something?
Aluminum is one thing. Propylene glycol is another thing.
That's in everything, isn't
right?
it?
Yeah, it is. It is. So you know what? I use baking soda. I put it in a salt shaker and it works.
Really?
Yes, you can smell me.
You're fine.
So anyway, long story short, after doing this for 6 months, the pain that I was in was gone, and 6 months later I had the tumor scanned and it had disappeared.
That is amazing.
So it was a huge wake-up call to me. Our bodies are self-healing. Mm-hmm. If we treat them well and eat the right foods and use the right products in our skin and use the right household cleaners.
Did you have a lot of resistance from your doctor? You must have, when you decided not to go for the surgery.
My doctor kept calling me, telling me, you must have the surgery, this could turn cancerous any minute, you know. Mm-hmm. But I had a deep trust in my body. Well, I saw that as I said, just in a few days, the pain started going away. So I knew that there was something happening, and I knew that I was polluted, basically. I was poisoning myself from all of the products in my home.
And it can manifest in many different ways. For you, it seemed to be related to this, but I assume things like headaches and
yes,
all kinds of stuff.
Right, upper respiratory problems.
Especially interesting to talk about with women simply because of the role that we generally take.
Right, we're the shoppers. We're the ones in charge of the health of our families. So when we go to the store, it's important to pay attention, read labels, and really pay attention and understand and connect the dots that, your child who has asthma, there may be a connection to maybe it's the room deodorizer that you're using that it's a trigger, or the household cleaners.
Yeah. It must make you cringe when you're watching television and you see a happy woman going in her living room over her kids' heads.
That's right.
With her air freshener.
Or those antibacterial soaps. They contain a pesticide called triclosan.
No,
and it's toxic.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're talking about like the things that you put in your purse that you rub and clean
Well,
your
some
hand?
of them, anytime you see soap that says antibacterial on it, you know that it contains triclosan, and you should throw it out, not buy it. Doctors say just use plain old soap and water. So, it's creating antibacterial resistance in us. It's found in our lakes and streams and rivers. It's found in Arctic, animals up in the Arctic.
Yeah.
So it's really bad for the environment and for our own health.
Right. And like you say, women typically are the shoppers and almost are the keepers of cleanliness and not offending people and having things smell nice and look nice. And so because of what we do culturally, wearing makeup and deodorant and skin lotion, all that, we apply so much more of that into our lives than typically men do, I think. And so I almost feel like the interior environmental movement is almost a women's thing.
It is a women's thing. The moms, right? The moms are the ones that are shopping for their children, their husbands. They're keeping the family healthy. And they think, because it's on the store shelves, that it must be safe. But I've got news for you. It's not. Not necessarily.
Right.
And the good news is there's so many great products out there that are all natural and non-toxic. And so you just have to know what to choose. As women and as the consumers in the home, we're voting with our dollars, and so if we stop buying certain toxic products, the companies will start to shift, and they'll change
Exactly.
the ingredients.
Yeah, it's if the market wants it, they'll make it, and so let's make the market want it. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So tell me some of the things that you see most often used, or maybe 5 things that someone could put into her head to watch out for that are easy to remember, because phthalates or chemical names maybe not so easy. But
I'll start with pesticides. I really am a big believer in organic produce, organic food. Pesticides are designed to destroy the nervous system of bugs. So what are they doing to our nervous system? We don't know. No one really knows for sure, but why take that chance? And now there's just a study that came out that the collapse of the bee colonies is related to pesticide exposure. So organic food, pick the ones that you use most often. So if it's milk, it's not just milk, it should be cheese, look at your yogurt, all that stuff. Go down the line. So that would be that. And then I think pick a lipstick, for example. Something that you put on your lips every day. Many lipsticks that are conventionally made contain lead. Did you know that?
How can that be legal even?
I know.
You can't have it in paint. You can
Yes.
have it on things we put on our lips.
Yes, it's true. So it's in small amounts, but we're eating it every day. So pick an all-natural lipstick.
Okay. And where would someone find an all-natural lipstick if they don't usually shop that way? Like,
Whole
could they go to
Foods.
Sephora or Whole Foods?
Yes,
Okay.
and I think Sephora has some as well. They just
Really?
have to ask.
Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
And I think the third thing would be what you're cleaning with. I looked at a bottle of Windex, and it said right on the label, hazardous to humans and domestic animals, right on the label.
Spray it around.
Yeah.
Rub it into everything.
So I suggest using hydrogen peroxide and baking soda and vinegar. They clean fantastic, and I've got recipes in my book all about those.
Oh, that's great. I did not know that. So, and this is for things from shampoo to deodorant to cleaning products, right? You've got
Oh, yeah, I've
natural.
got natural remedies for everything from foods, from genetically modified foods, and I talk about finding your farmer's market, and then going into all the products, makeup, skincare, hair, and household cleaners and all that, yeah.
That's awesome.
Also, there's information on safe carpeting and safe paint and good mattresses to buy that are non-toxic.
Really? Okay, things that you think,
Yes.
all right, I've left the realm of environment, but that makes me wonder. I've always hated those mattresses. I bought a mattress about 5 years ago, and we looked at the kind that squish, whatever.
Right, the
they have.
memory foam.
They have a smell that made me feel like I don't even
Yes.
want to touch that thing.
That's right.
And is
It's
that one
made-
of the ones that's bad?
That's right, it's made from petroleum.
Ah,
Yeah.
lovely.
So you want to look for one that's an all-natural latex foam made from a latex rubber tree. So
There you go. Yeah.
they're squishy, but they don't smell.
Yeah.
And they're safe.
So I guess my instincts were right. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
So
good.
that
Use
is
your
interesting.
nose. Right.
Yeah.
If a household cleaner smells too harsh for you, makes your eyes water, don't use it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much everything that you buy on the shelf. So you probably need to find a store like Whole Foods or
There's
I've forgotten the other names. But
Pharmaca. There's great products online. Molly Stone's, they sell some good products too.
okay, yeah. So you can find it anywhere. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a new thing anymore.
No.
It's just you have to
No.
decide that you're going to think about it when you're
Right.
buying. So do you do workshops also, or?
I do. I do in-home consultations where I go to people's homes, and I do webinars to reach people who can't come, or I can't come to their homes. And I write for the Huffington Post. I have a column there.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's so if you go to Huffington Post, you can just plug your
Put
name
my
in.
name in there, yeah. Or
Or
they can
Beth
go
Greer
to
and-
my website, supernaturalmom.com.
Okay, that's easy to remember.
Okay,
And
good.
find out more. Yeah.
Yes.